Guthrie is using some great restraint. As Doncic, who had a magnificent first half with 24 points, upset with David Guthrie still yelling at him. Here's the play. And he just got hit with a technical foul. You could see that coming. Guthrie tried to hold off.
That right ankle has cost him games earlier this season, Mike. That's a pretty significant role right there. He was in obvious pain.
You see him limping off after pouring on 24 points in the first half. However, Dallas, after opening up a 16-point lead, only leads by 1 at halftime. Well, the Mavericks losing 3 of their last 4 games, including 2 in a row. Got it going from outside. Doncic 4 of 8 from three-point range. And again, 24 points. Meanwhile, leading scorer for the Suns, Devin Booker with 16. Halftime here in Dallas. A 1-point game. Mavs up top.
Your new mission is to kill the Justice League. Show me what you got.
Going airborne. You think you can stop us?
Together, we are unstoppable. Rated M for mature.
PlayStation.
Time and temperature from TD Bank.
Big night here for Anthony Edwards, Stephen A. Smith. Watch this.
Oh. God walking himself. He's so special. Athletically, the leading man for the #1 seed. Tied for the #1 seed in the Western Conference.
Nice recovery.
I want to see more of that, brother.
Nice recovery.
38 points to lead all scorers on the night. Timberwolves get the win in this one. We'll be right back.
Beat the Wizards.
Welcome to NBA Halftime, presented by McDonald's.
Welcome inside our Los Angeles studio. He is Stephen A. Smith, Michael Wilbon, Bob Myers. I'm Malika Andrews. After leading by as many as 16 points, the Dallas Mavericks, they hang on to a 1-point lead at halftime, 58-57. But, Bob, when they were still up by double digits, you said, hey, you know what? Don't worry. The Suns are going to come back and get into this. Why did you feel so confident?
Well, I appreciate the credit.
Who knows?
And we're telling the truth here. Look, these games swing so much now in the NBA. I mean, these 15-point leads, it's what used to be 5. You know, in the 80s, you have a 6-point lead, nobody's coming back.
Insurmountable.
It's like you can't come back. You're down 8 against the Knicks with Anthony Mason. Your Knicks, when they were tough and good. But 15 points is not. It's like 3 possessions and then it's 6.
Is this good for the league?
That's a personal. Yeah, most people like offense, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd like a little more physicality. I think the league is perfect when the playoffs come. That's my perfect NBA.
Because it slows down just
this kind of offense, but it's a little more, you're not calling every touch foul.
Luka has 24 points in the half, but still it feels like Phoenix hasn't even gotten going quite yet.
Well, they're getting going. Obviously, Kevin Durant hasn't done much. Neither has Bradley Beal, but Booker's got 16 points, so we got to pay attention to him. There's no doubt about that. And Dallas is hitting 50% from three-point range. Do we expect that to continue? I'm not sure about that.
Luka playing great, but limping, Stephen.
Luka's playing great, but limping. Always looking for an excuse not to get back on defense, and that was the perfect one to do it. But in the end, give Dallas credit where credit is due. But again, Phoenix is still alive. They're still right here within it, just a point. And you're looking at Dallas and imagining without Kyrie Irving that you're going to be able to play much better than you played in this first half. I got question marks about that.
The Suns fall down to the Mavericks by such margins quickly in the game. I don't really understand that. But tonight, differently than Christmas night in Game 7 a couple of years ago, they did recover, and they did what Bob said, and they produced the swing they needed to get back in this thing.
But in the last 6, I think 2 of these last 6 wins have been down 20.
Down 20. And won.
Yep.
So that's showing some resolve, right? That's showing some resolve.
Right. It feels like Phoenix is figuring
it would be showing resolve if the 4-time architect of a champion didn't bring up the fact that this is the NBA, this is today's culture, and ultimately the leads don't matter because they're going to come back anyway. So you just debunked your own argument.
We're having a nice segment. We're having a nice,
that's neither me. I mean,
genial segment.
Right.
It is Rivals Week in the NBA, so we saw tempers flare just a little bit.
Wait till the playoffs. Wait till in the playoffs.
I don't want to put too much on one game, Michael Wilbon, but how important was it for you? Not necessarily only just to see this, but to see Phoenix show a little bit of pride in this matchup.
Malika, I did need to see this because there are too many games where he didn't. Remember, look at this. You could have thrown some. No,
come on.
But you know what they do in today's game? They throw people out too
But they
quickly.
shouldn't, Mike. Don't give the league no ideas. Don't get the league ideas.
Threw
That's
Chauncey
not
Billups out last night.
Out of the game.
Threw our guy Chauncey out of there.
That was a little bit of a different situation. You said it's important for Phoenix to be playing like this.
Yes, to fight, to compete. It is important now, right now, tonight.
He always says that about teams where he lives.
This team owned them, the Mavericks.
We'll be right back.
This halftime report is presented by McDonald's.
Saturday Primetime returns with NBA Rivals Week.
These two teams throwing haymakers at each other.
Two superstars in MVP contention.
The two very best in the NBA.
It's NBA Rivals Week on Saturday Primetime, beginning at 3 on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
What's your emergency? I'm on a cruise ship. There was an explosion. I have your location. Help is on the way.
You're watching NBA Halftime, presented by McDonald's.
Luka didn't just put up 24 points in the first half. How about those 5 assists a little behind the back?
That's tremendous.
They call him Luka Magic for a reason.
No. Well.
Second half next.
This halftime report is presented by McDonald's. This presentation of NBA Wednesday presented by Wingstop will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
We'll show you how video games could be causing hearing loss for players after the game.
It's an NBA Wednesday presented by Wingstop. Luka Doncic with Luka Magic in that first half. Some spectacular passing, and the long ball was working. 8 points in the first quarter, 16 more in the second, 24 at halftime. He did injure his ankle late right here and limped off the court after getting hit with a technical, but he's ready to go. As we look at the first half stats brought to you by ESPN Bet. And Doncic, 24 big points. Remember, he had 50 against the Suns in their first meeting this season, Christmas. As we welcome you back here at the American Airlines Center. And this is the technical free throw off the Doncic